as to why sanitary is.
About 71% of Earth's surface is covered in water. However, only about 3% is fresh water and most of it is locked in glaciers. The rest? Well, it's found in the ocean, not really suitable for drinking, which is why knowing your water footprint is very important. It measures the amount of water that is used to produce each of the goods and services present in our daily lives. Knowing your water footprint can ensure that you don't exceed the maximum daily use of fresh water. This will help replenish its already scarce nature as its annual availability is limited and the demand is growing. There are 3 components to a water footprint. Blue water footprint shows the volume of fresh water that has evaporated from the global blue water resources, like surface water or groundwater, to produce goods and services. Green water footprint shows the volume of water evaporated from green water resources like rainwater stored in the soil. Gray water footprint shows the volume of polluted water associated with the production of all goods and services for the community. In Canada, many of us are fortunate enough to have access to clean water. We hold 1/5 of the world's fresh water supply. The Great Lakes holds about 20% of that, however, less than 1% is renewable. Its drainage basin supports about 25% of the Canadian agriculture production. However, we need to be aware of our water footprint as water scarcity and water pollution is and will be a bigger issue here in Canada. Now let's talk about water scarcity. Water scarcity is when the demand of water exceeds the availability. There are 2 types of water scarcity: physical and economic water scarcity. Physical scarcity is when there's no water available. Economic scarcity is when one cannot access or afford it. In Ontario, the threat to water availability is high, more than 40% in the urbanized southwest part of the province. This is caused by large industrial and municipal water use and a low inland surface water supply. As well as the southern part of the Prairie region, Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba is known historically as a dry and arid area where low precipitation means a smaller water supply than in other parts of the country. As a result, there's a moderate to high threat to water availability. Either way, we take water for granted. There are a lot of things we use and do that require water. 1 loaf of bread requires 100 gallons of water, while a pound of beef requires 2,300. Enjoy driving? One automobile uses 10,000 gallons when making, and that's not even including its greenhouse gas impact on the environment. If we look at other daily activities that occur in our lives, such as washing our clothes, it takes 225 liters for 1 cycle in the washing machine. Flushing the toilet uses 15 to 19 liters of water, and washing your hands after, 8 liters of water. Even a 5-minute shower uses 100 liters. All this, plus pools in our houses and water parks. It's unimaginable the amount of water we use. These types of water used is referred to as virtual water. Virtual water is closely related to water footprint. It refers to the water consumed during the production of goods and services.
Another issue in Canada is water pollution. Most wastewater flows through pipes to a wastewater treatment plant, but they may not remove all harmful substances in water. A new report suggests that pollution in and treatment of Lake Ontario near Toronto is among the worst in Ontario. The report released by the nonprofit EcoJustice analyzed 12 Ontario municipalities' sewage treatment and discharge. Toronto, however, came in 3rd last. The primary reason that Toronto ranks so low is that they've got antiquated, outdated sewage infrastructure, mainly combined sewers, Leah Podolsky, a scientist at EcoJustice, said. The problem arises when large storm events, such as the July 2013 record storm, overwhelm the sewers and cause raw, untreated sewage to seep into Lake Ontario. There are concerns about the potential effects of so-called emerging chemicals, such as pharmaceuticals, that tend to be more prevalent in urban areas where their use is the highest. Although these chemicals break down more readily in the environment than historical substances of concern such as PCBs and DDT, ongoing low-level inputs from urban areas result in increased lower exposure by aquatic life. Chlorine levels have been increasing in Lake Ontario since the mid-1990s. Increasing urbanization and the associated use of road salt on many roads, parking lots, and sidewalks is likely contributing to these increases. So why should we care? Well, water is such a vital source. We use water for bathing, cleaning, drinking, and much more. As previously mentioned, water is hidden in so many things we do and use in our everyday lives. Water is used to grow crops for eating, and plants like trees provide us oxygen. Without water, nature would be gone. We would not be able to swim, play football on a field, or just enjoy nature and its beauty, let alone survive. Securing the health of Canada's freshwater ecosystems requires a collaborative effort. Every one of us can take action, both big and small, to be part of the solution. However, there are many ways that we can reduce our water footprint and prevent water scarcity and pollution. You can start with awareness. Let others know of this issue. The more people who know about it, the more people who will be able to create change. Some actions you can take as an individual are to reduce your meat consumption, since there are lots of water involved in the production of meat. Make sure you do laundry only when you have a full load. Turn off the tap while brushing your teeth. Take shorter showers and use a timer if needed to help you. Bike, walk, take public transit, or carpool to get to places. And finally, make sure to reward your valued efforts by visiting your local lake or river and enjoy a well-deserved swim and a paddle. Like Mahatma Gandhi said, we must become the change we wish to see in the world.